Alright.
Okay, all the tyre pressures are right, we've got plenty of fuel, she's a goer.
Alright, finally I get a chance to ride this monster 2014 Z1000. Can't explain what's happening to my heart right now. Yep. Oh goodness. Holy shit. This feels completely different to my ZX6R. I've never ridden a naked bike. Actually, I'm lying, I did. My first bike was a naked bike, but that thing felt like a bicycle. But proper naked bike. Wow. I haven't even ridden it yet and I feel awesome on it. Wow, it's so responsive. It actually feels quite little for a 1000. I don't really know what to say right now. My mouth is sort of left wide open. All right. This is a test ride, and the guy that's taking me for the test ride is just interested in speeding. He's got a 675, I think it's the brand new one. I'm pretty sure it's 2014. Okay, I just want to start talking while I have the time, the opportunity to ride this bike. So, first initial thoughts. Wow, it feels very compact, very, very small. I'm about... Okay, I've got to catch up with this guy. I don't know where he's going to go, where he's going to take me. But I'm about 173 centimeters. You can do the maths of what it means by other measurements. But and I feel like, well, I'm basic. My foot is right on the pegs, and I'll actually position it right in the center on both, just to tell you guys. And I feel like my knee is sort of halfway. It's not really all the way up on the top of the tank, so if I was to be feeling cramped, I'd say I'm actually a bit small for the sitting position, if that makes sense. So with the top of my knee and with the lining of the tank where your leg goes nice and snug, it's halfway down. Got to be super careful because it's not my bloody bike. Just got told the excess may be my fault or not. It's $2,000 until it's determined whose fault it was. Okay, the next thing is wind protection. I can understand when we talk about wind protection. I can really feel it compared to my ZX6R. All I'm hearing is wind noise. But the thing is, I forgot my earplugs today, so that's one of the reasons why I'm hearing a lot of wind noise. Normally I won't get to hear that. The throttle, now this is something I've already noticed. I haven't really compared it against the other bikes yet, and the throttle is quite snatchy. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like it's a little snatchy. One most surprising thing already, my Ninja, when I give it, I used to say that, you know, down low, the power was not there until you hit about, you know, 8 to 10,000 RPM. She goes. Well, this one, it's quite subtle. The way I can see it works is if you sort of go, what gear am I on? I can't even tell actually. It doesn't have a gear indicator. If I sort of roll it, it takes time. But if I immediately open the throttle, it just takes off. It's like it knows. The wind is definitely a noticeable factor. Wow. And it doesn't feel like 1000cc. It really doesn't. It's so small. The body, it's so tight. It sounds like I'm talking about a girl, but it's pretty much what it is. She's very nimble, but it's a very compact bike. Also, the handlebars feel bloody awesome. So, you know, from a super sport to a naked bike, the seating position, just the comfort. I would have already started having pain in my wrist by now on my Ninja. The 2008 Ninja is very aggressive, the seating position. The seat's very, very comfortable. It's actually really soft. I don't know how it's going to feel the whole trip, but I guess I can comment on that when we're coming back. But it feels a bit strange doing this, you know, going side to side. On my Ninja it was a little bit more restricted. You can't flick it as much. This one, well, I don't even know what gear I'm on. I don't think it's got a gear indicator. I don't want to mess around with the... Yeah, it's got power, alright. Okay, this is first gear. The gears are very close ratio. Like my Ninja would stretch a lot. You can really stretch it. On this weapon, it's very close. The gears are very, very short. But the power, you can definitely see the power and the torque difference. But I'm actually going to say something, and I don't want to offend anybody that's probably thinking I'm stupid. You guys are probably going to think I'm stupid for saying this. But a lot of you guys are probably going, oh wow, you know, the Z1000, 2014, brand new, looks amazing, you know, all that sort of stuff. But I'm not really amazed by it. I was really expecting to be wowed by riding this bike. Other than the, you know, the comfort, definitely the looks of it. See what I mean? It's very, see that it doesn't, I can't roll it off softly, it just kicks in. I can't see anything really mind-blowing about it. Yeah, like, to be honest, I was really expecting to go, oh my goodness, you know. I'm not. I'm a little disappointed. I really am. Whoops. I was so not planning that. See what I mean by, like, it's very short. It just redlines very, very quick. I really didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna get a lot of comments on that for sure. Holy shit. It definitely has some good torque, but the brakes, that's another thing. very good brakes. The gearbox is superb. It's so tight. It actually, yeah, I don't know if the footage will show that. It was just got slightly left and right. It was like I was bouncing. Needs a bit of setup. Definitely needs a bit of setup there. Adjustment. I don't know what else to really say about it, to be honest. I'm just trying to think about differences, you know, and things that I expected. I really expected this bike to, you know, when you really pull, it pulls. You know, I get sort of the same rush on my 600. My expectations were that this bike is going to be just something out of this world. You know, they made this big hype about the bike, and I can't see that amazing new street bike that's going to blow everyone off their feet. It's to me, it's just my opinion, didn't make me feel that way. You know, this is I think it's about 17,000 Australian dollars. I can't see myself paying $17,000 on this for now, you know. I think it's too pricey for what it is. I know all you guys out there are going to say, what the hell do you know? You know, your review sucks. It's not a review, guys, it's just my experience on the 2014 Z1000. And I mean, I like it. It's a great bike. I wouldn't mind having it. But I just thought it's just going to feel better. Like the wind is a killer. I mean, that's what you expect on that's what you can expect on a naked bike. I get that. But it almost feels too light. It's so light that it feels like the wind's going to move me around. That's just how I feel. What else? I'm not really happy with this. I don't know if I'm pointing to the right place. I don't really like that. It's too small. The front dash, the tachometer, whatever they call it, the display screen, is little. It doesn't have a gear indicator, which I hate. It has no gear indicator. Some of you probably know what you're doing. You know, you can tell from the engine and the sound and that. But I'd like to see what gear I'm at. Sometimes I get lazy and I'm going, you know, I'll be thinking, what gear am I on? I'll look down and I can see it. Oh, okay, I'm on third. This doesn't have it. I actually enjoy my ZX6R more than this. Big statement to make, I know. Don't hate on me. Again, I repeat it, it's my opinion. Doesn't have to be correct in your eyes, and you know, you might think that I'm crazy, but that's how it made me feel. I like it, like it's a great bike, good to have on the side, but it hasn't given me that wow factor. The problem I have is, this is sort of out of my budget. So, if this is out of my budget, I want something more amazing, I'm going to have to spend a little bit more. And I'm not going to be able to afford it. Now, one good thing I did notice as well, I'm on 6th gear, just double check, and if I twist the throttle a little bit, the power's instant. So obviously being 6th gear, it's going to be gradual, but very impressive in terms of torque. Yeah, but the thing is, I noticed is because of the wind, because there's so much wind coming through to your body, if you go over about 120, 130 k's, this thing will be hard to ride. I definitely can see that. One other positive I would say is it's very, very easy to ride. It's very nimble. I have no problems looking over my shoulder because obviously the seating position. If I was to rate it out of 10, Comfort, I wouldn't say it's 10, but I'll say 9. Performance, in terms of power, for what it is, I'd give it an 8. Didn't feel overly powerful, but it definitely has some power. It didn't make me feel like it's a 1000. It honestly feels like it's a 600. That's just got a lot of torque. Styling, I would give it a 10. So styling is definitely amazing. It looks hot. I love it. I love the look of it. I think Kawasaki's done amazing with the design. What would I rate the instrument cluster and all that sort of stuff? I think the actual switches and all the controls, personally I think it looks a little bit cheap. Wow, you can see the difference in a naked bike and how quick you can turn. That guy had to do a full... Then again, I don't think he's riding really well, but anyway, hope he doesn't watch this video. Yeah, it looks a little bit cheap. It's sort of greyish. It's not even black. It's just, I don't like it. I think that's about it really. There's not much I can say about this bike. Wow, it looks amazing, but I'm just so bummed out that it didn't amaze me. It looks good, but it just, I don't know, I would not pay 17,000 for this. Sorry guys, I hope I'm not making you guys change your mind. If you like it, go for gold, but it's just my opinion, my personal taste.
Like it?
Not really. Yeah, I guess I'll end the video here, but hopefully you guys enjoyed my video, and I'm sorry if it wasn't much of a review or as such. It was just my opinion on what it felt like and to ride this thing. And feel free to ask me questions. I'll answer it if obviously I've got the answer.